Very good evening, everybody, from Millersburg High School, where tonight the Trojans and the Millersburg Indians go at it in Game 5 of the 1996 football season. Both teams coming in here hungry for a victory tonight, as they both share a 1-3 losing record coming into Game 5. And so the Trojans, as well as the Millersburg Indians, would like to rectify that situation here tonight right at Millersburg, the home of those Indians. And UDA will be looking to put a good ball game together tonight now, as we came off a loss last time out to the Halifax Wildcats when the Trojans kind of blew that game after taking a 2017 lead into the middle of the third quarter or so, I believe it was, and or perhaps even into the fourth, I don't recall. But at any rate, we're looking to avenge that loss and come back and get a W here tonight at Millersburg. And we'll be set with the opening toss of the coin and the opening kickoff in just a moment. As the captains and co-captains meet out here tonight, we have Kinch for the Trojans. I think Ryan is back for tonight's ball game. I certainly hope he is. Along with Whitmer and I missed the other two guys. I think it's, let's see. Anyway, here we go. The meeting out here is going to, it's Nick Huffman and Matt Chubb, I believe it was, or Troy Culva. Alma Mater time, we'll be right back. Okay, we're set to go now with the opening kickoff. The Trojans will kick off to Millersburg to begin this evening's football game. And it'll be Brian Robertson getting set to kick off for the Trojans. And going back deep will be, let's see, number 10 over there. And I have some of these names. That's that Justin Snyder. And also Dean Brower, number 34.
And Dean Brower.
Here comes that kick, and the kick is going to be a low bounding kick. Going to be touched and picked up back here at about the 20-yard line. Up the middle he comes with it. Here comes that number 80 streaking ahead and finally knocked down out here on a good tackle by that number 31, Aaron Wegner, who does an awful lot of that. And Aaron got himself in there and gets the stop. And it'll be first and 10 now at the 36-yard line of the Millersburg Indians. It is a breezy night here at the ballpark. It's been overcast all day. Threat of showers, however, none have appeared as of yet, and we hope we can get the game without any. But there is a steady breeze blowing, and whether that'll affect the passing game one way or the other, I don't know. Here's a handoff, and coming up this side, whoa, dribbled it once. Picked it up again, gained 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 6. On the stop for UD is that
Todd Ryland carries over the right side for
Huffman
Millersburg.
And Kinch making a stop out there. And so it'll be a gain of 4, second and 6. Okay, here we go on a second down and 6. QB will hand this off to Breyer, and Breyer up the middle for a good gain, enough for the first down the way it would look. Out to the 46-yard line. It will be a first down from here. It is first and 10, so Breyer gets just about 6.5 on the first carry. And it'll be first and 10 Millersburg. Kinch and Donald Bender making the stop in there for the UDA. Trojans are playing almost out in front of us here. We're located at about the 48-yard line. They're on the 46. Jeremy Rummel, the quarterback for the Indians. And Rummel hand this one off. Up the middle with it goes Breyer again. He'll try to drive it ahead for a couple of yards, get it down to about the 49-yard line. But he has stopped after a gain of about 3 or so. We'll bring up a second down and 7. Good stop that time by the Trojans, middle of that line. Bunching Dion up that time and holding him for a 3-yard gain. So ball's placed just shy of the 50-yard line. Second down, 7. Just a second. Ryland, number 35 in the backfield. Breyer again with it, goes over the left side. He's got some good running room. Going to scoot all the way down here inside the 40-yard line. Kind of hard to see from here. Let's see. Looks like he's at about the 37-yard line, I believe.
Stop made by Kinch.
Kinch making the stop out there again. These two former teammates, as Breyer elected this year to move back down to Millersburg and playing for these Indians and playing well for the Millersburg Indians. He's got a big gainer that time of about 13 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10. Rummel hands this one off. This time it's going to be Ryland. Ryland bursts up the middle for some good yardage again, as the Trojan defense sagging here momentarily at least. Another first down run, picking up about 12 or 15 yards on the play. It'll be placed at the 23-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. UD getting blown out in there momentarily. At any rate, we've got Big Dunny Wrestler up in the middle of that UD line. Justin Mosser is in there also. Find out who some of these other guys are as we go along. Ryland has it still on the option. He's going to turn the right side over here, and he's going to get tripped up. As coming up there to make the play for UD that time is that number 80, Brian Robertson. Knocking Rummel down. Or I said Ryland, I think Rummel, I mean. It'll be a gain of 7 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 3. Well, the guy's still moving. Yep, okay, the announcer agrees with me. 2nd down and about a short 3. Millersburg has driven it down to the 15-yard line now on this 2nd down and a short 3. Here comes Breyer up the middle again for the first down. He drives it to about the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Indians. Number 81 Miller in there trying to make the stop, and we've got a UD man down on the play. Timeout called. Well, Justin Morser, young fella I just mentioned here, is going to be limping off the field here now, shaking up on the last play. We hope Justin's going to be okay. In the meantime, the Indians have it now 1st and goal on the 9-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Handoff over this way goes Ryland up the middle, and he's going to be grabbed in there and still struggling ahead. Look at this. Pushing it ahead down to the 5-yard line. Wow. It'll be 2nd and goal from about the 5. 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line now. The Trojans really have to dig in here. Maybe we get a fumble or something. Here Breyer. Breyer drives it down to the about 2 or 1-yard line.
Number 34, Deon Brower up inside for Millersburg.
Picking up about 3 on the play. It'll be 3rd and goal from, as you see here, the 1. Digging in there and really looking at that thing is that Jonathan Bauer, along with Dunny Wrestler. They're ready. Kinch comes in and says, "Get them, boys." Anyway, here we go now on a 3rd down and 1. Ryland and Brower in the backfield, set up to run this football. Pitches to Ryland. Ryland's in for the touchdown. So with 6:57 remaining here in quarter 1, it's 6-0 Millersburg, and they'll try for an extra point here in just a second. Point try will be a kick. And here comes the kick, and it is up, and it is good the way it looks. Man, he kicked that way deep. And it's now 7-0 with 6:57 left here in the first quarter. And for the first time tonight, the Trojans will be getting the ball. To receive the Millersburg kickoff, dropping back deep, it will be Robertson on the near side of the field and Nathan Shadle on the far side of the field. Brian Robertson on the near side. The upbacks there, John Whitmer, and not sure who that is. 34 over there is that Rutledge. So Millersburg will be set to kick in a second. Nick Daly is going to kick, and here it comes, and it's a kick's going to be taken here at the 20-yard line by Brian Robertson. Brian, trying to look for a little bit of help out there, is going to be spun down at the 18-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 UDA. No run back that time for Brian. UD will put it in play, 1st and 10. UD going with quarterback Buffington tonight, as Jim will get his first varsity start. He's a sophomore. He's going to roll over this way, look for someone to pass it to. He's got a man out here. It's complete and a ring neck job out here on number 34, Sean Rutledge. A gain on the play of about 7 yards or so. Let's see where they spot the football. Check it. I was looking at the wrong stick. A gain of about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Ball will be placed at the 22-yard line of Upper Dauphin. So Jim goes 1 for 1. Lined up as a receiving backer in the slot tonight is number 15, Bingaman. Here's a pitch back over here for Tony Motter. Tony Motter all the way down here. He's got a couple of guys have beaten. Tony's going to be thrown out at the 42-yard line of Upper Dauphin. A good run by Tony the Tiger Motter.
Fine run by number
nice
38,
going,
Motter,
Tony, and it'll be 1st and 10 UDA. So this could be a very, very interesting ball game. As Robertson will check out of the ball game now for UDA. Ball looks like it's going to be placed at the 43. So it'll be 1st and 10 now as Jim Buffington will set him up. Now they're going to shift around here a little bit, go to a double slot back formation. In motion over this way comes Bingaman. Handoff and going up the middle with it is Rutledge, and Rutledge bursts ahead for about 6. Nice run by Sean Rutledge, picking up 6 yards for the Trojans. And it'll be 2nd down and 5. Actually picked up 5, 2nd and 5.
5 yards in the play. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Robertson checking back into the ball game with the play for QB Buffington. Center out there is that Jonathan Bauer for UDA. Will pick up some of these other fellas eventually. On a 2nd and 5. Buffington back to pass. Fires one over this way. It is incomplete. Knocked down in here by number 10 of the Millersburg Indians. Intended that time for that Kyle Bingaman. But number 10 got a hand on it. And it'll be 3rd down and 5.
10, Justin Snyder. 3rd and 5.
3rd down and 5. Now let's see what the Trojans elect to do with this. Backs are sort of split a little bit in the backfield. And this time the pitch is coming over this way. Going around the side over here is going to be Motter, and Tony is run out of bounds at about the 33 or 32-yard line. It'll be short of the 1st down by about 2 or 3 yards.
Around the left side.
They're going to spot it at the 35. And so it'll bring up a 4th down and 3.
It'll be 4th and 3.
Okay, big play here now. 3rd down and 5. Motion going over the other way. And the handoff up the middle is, let's see, Rutledge, but he's going to be short by about a yard, and Millersburg's going to take over on downs here now, the way it looks from here anyway. We'll see what they say.
Motter carries for Upper Dauphin.
Tony couldn't get the footing that time, or Sean Rutledge, rather. And it will be 1st down for Millersburg. They came up about a yard or so short that time. So Millersburg has the ball, and the first time they had it, they went 60-some yards with it. So see if that Trojan defense has toughened up a little bit in there now. Going to have to. Matt Bauer, number 26, flanks out on the far side, or covers the flanker on the far side of the field, I should say. And here's that Jeremy Rummel. Rummel will hand this one off. It's going to be Breyer. Breyer into the secondary. Breyer with plenty of running room all the way to the 49-yard line of UDA. Ian Whitmer bringing him down in there along with Sean Rutledge. That's a 1st down, picking up about 15 yards or so on the play. It'll be 1st and 10, Millersburg. Actually, he gets spotted on the 48-yard line of UDA. Rummel will keep this one, swings over the left side, pitches it back to Breyer. Breyer with some running room all the way out to the 33-yard line. 34 is where they're going to put it, as it'll be Rutledge knocking Dion down out there at the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, another big gulp that time by that Dion Breyer. Okay, here we go. What another 1st and 10 for the Millersburg Indians. Handoff this time is to Ryland, I think, or wait a minute. The quarterback keep that one, I'm sure. Yeah, that's a quarterback keeping it that time. Rummel. He's got about 4 out of that. It'll be 2nd and 6. Eric Motter making the stop for the Trojans that time. 2nd and 6.
It'll be 2nd and 6.
From the I formation go those Millersburg Indians. This time the handoff is to Breyer, and Breyer drives it ahead for a couple of yards down to about the 22-yard line. where it'll be close to the first down. Let's see, is it a first down? It is. Breyer picks up about 7 or so. 1st and 10, Millersburg.
Picks up another first down.
Ball's at the 20, about the 22 or 3, 22, I believe it is. 1st and 10. Normal hands. There's a ball that's going to be recovered out there by number 61 of the Trojans. So that stops that drive. Now let's see if the Trojans can get something going here on the offense. That's that Eric Motter, and Eric picking up that loose football. Gives the ball back to his Trojans at the 24-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 UD. 3:14 left here in the first quarter. Trojans trailing by 7, but let's see if we can do something with it now, as they'll switch around in the backfield, go to the double slot. In motion goes Shadle over on the right side. Handoff is to Rutledge, I believe it was. Yep, Sean Rutledge with the football. He picks up about 6 or so on that play. It'll be a 2nd down and a long 5. Nice run now. UD gets these runs off here, and you know, they look like they can move the football too, and did all the way down to the 33-yard line last time, something like that, before they had to turn it over. Here comes Bingaman in motion over this way. Buffington looking, firing one down this side. Over here it is going to be incomplete. Intended over here for Kyle Bingaman, but knocked down in there with a good defensive play by a Millersburg Indian. Oh, to bring up a 3rd down. That time looked as though maybe Jim should have put a little more mustard on that pass. He threw a little short and a little slowly, and the defender was able to catch up to Kyle. So we'll try that one again, I'm sure. On the double slot again, where you can run and shoot. Here comes Bingaman over this way. Buffington, quick pass over on the other side, incomplete. Intended out there for James Fink off his fingertips, and UD will give the ball up. So Buffington will be called upon, or rather, I guess it's Robertson called upon to punt, or is it going to be Shadle? Shadle, I guess. Well, there is a penalty on the play, declined by Millersburg. It was illegal procedure against
4th and 5.
the Trojans, so it'll bring up a 4th down and 5, and a punting situation for UD. And back to punt goes that Nathan Shadle. 2.5 minutes remaining here in quarter 1. Nathan will be punting with a wind at his back, so if he gets this one up there, he might be able to blow this in a while. Here it comes, and let's see, it's going to go out on the far side of the field and hit around the 40-yard line. The referee's trying to spot it. He'll spot it at the 46-yard line of Millersburg, where the Indians will put it in play, 1st and 10. Millersburg, 1st and 10 on their own 46 now. Rummel hands this one off here for Breyer. Breyer for 10 yards and a 1st down. We're darn close to it as he gets to the UDA 44-yard line. It'll be awfully close. In fact, referee says it is a 1st down. Picked up about 11 on that run. It'll be 1st and 10, Millersburg. Okay, 1st and 10 from the UD 44. Quarterback has it. He'll keep it up the middle with it. Lost the handle on it, and UD for the 2nd time. No. Let's see, it's 3rd down as Millersburg Indian fell on that one. Was fallen upon by that lineman, number 72 out there, I believe it was. And it'll be a gain of 2 on the play, or 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 now for the Indians. UD causing the 2nd fumble. One we recovered, one they recovered now. So it'll be 2nd down. The ball will be placed at the 41-yard line of the Trojans. This is going to be Breyer up the middle with it. Breyer dives down to the 33. It will be, let's see, is that enough for the 1st down? I think it might be. It is. Another 1st down for Dean Breyer, picking up about 7 or 8 that time. Culva making the stop in there for UD. But they are just picking up, obviously, too much yardage at a time. Great big gulps out here. 33-yard line is where the ball is spotted. 1st and 10, Millersburg. I don't know how many 1st downs Millersburg had, but plenty here in the 1st quarter. Here's a handoff. This is Breyer again. Breyer spinning over the right side this time and driving it inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Coming in there to help on the stop is Kinch and Whitmer. Hey, it's good to see Justin Mosser back in there, number 73. I think Justin is favoring that foot, but a game like this, he would not go out of here unless his foot was snapped right off at the knee, I believe. I mean, he is a tough kid, and he wants to play this football game. Of all the football games, I believe this is a big one. And looking at a 2nd down and 2 to go now for Millersburg. Rummel hands this one off. This is going to be that Ryland, and Ryland, I don't believe he has the first down. It looks like he might have got stopped pretty quickly that time. As Mosser and, or rather Huffman, and one of those other fellas in there making a stop on. Quarter came to an end on that play. And so it is a 7-0 Indian lead here at the end of 1.
A set of red, black, and
3rd and 1 here now as the second quarter gets underway. The quarterback, Rummel, will keep it and then drive it inside the 20. For the first down he goes. They only needed a yard, so it'll be a first down. Looks like the ball is actually at the 21-yard line. Nick Huffman making the stop for UDA. 1st and 10 from the 21. Ryland, and here comes a pass play down the left side. Man is out here. It is good for a touchdown. Number 11 catches that 21-yard pass from Jeremy Rummel, and is now a 13-0 ball game. Extra point try coming up for the Millersburg Indians. Nice pass from Rummel to Daly. Extra point try was no good. It was blocked, and so the Indians lead 13-0 here in the early going of the second period. We'll be back with the Millersburg Indian kickoff here in just a second. It came with 11 minutes, 28 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2, and gives the Indians a 13-0 lead. Here's the kick. It's going to be kind of a short kick. Daly kicks it to the 32, picked up over there by UDA, and he'll rush it ahead to about the 37-yard line, where it'll be put in play by the Trojans. 1st and 10 now on their own. Actually, about the 38. 1st and 10 from about the UDA 38-yard line. So let's see what they can do going this way now. They're going to be heading east here at the ballpark. They'll be heading into the wind as far as the passing goes. Breeze kind of blowing. Actually, it's swirling around here a little bit now as I look at some of the flags. Handoff this time, and coming over this way is Shadle, and Shadle's going to try to swing it out this side, and he is going to be tackled after a gain of about 3. Picking up 3 is that Nathan Shadle.
Around the right side for Upper Dauphin.
And it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Number 34, Dion Brower. Picks up a couple of yards of the play.
Robertson will check out of the ball game. He's going to shuffle the plays in here for Coach Ayers. 2nd down and 8 coming up here now. Shadle is the running back in there, along with Rutledge. It's going to be pass play, firing down the left side. Over here comes a man. It is going to be incomplete. Pass intended out there for number 21, James Fink, but pretty well defended there by that Indian, and it'll bring up a 2nd down and or 3rd down rather, and 8. Okay, now we're looking at a 3rd and 8, and Fink is going to check back over on this side of the field this time. Here we go on a 3rd and 8. Back to pass goes Buffington. No rush. Plenty of time. Fires one over the left side. Incomplete. Over the head of number 15, Bingaman. Kyle could not reach that one, that's for sure. And so it'll bring up a 4th down and 8, and the Trojans will again be forced to punt that ball away. Shadle does the punting for UDA, and he'll be punting from about his own 30-yard line when he steps up here to get this one off. See if we can get a good punt away. High snap, but he handles it. Oh, man's right in there. Maybe partially blocked it. And the ball taken out here by Breyer. Breyer's going to be tackled at the 43-yard line. Excellent field position for the Millersburg Indians now, as Jeff Jury came in there and got that punt blocked, and Breyer was the one who received it, and Breyer is the one who is down out there right now, and there's timeout called for Millersburg. Dion's going to be okay, and that bodes well for his Millersburg Indian outfit, as he is having one heck of a ball game here tonight. Dion looks like he's going to be okay. He'll come out probably for a play or two and then go right back in there. 1st and 10, Millersburg. Let's see who's in there to replace him. Number, I didn't catch it, 34. Or no, Breyer's 34. Well, whatever. Here's the QB. He's going to run over this way and look for somebody to throw it to. Nope, he's going to keep it. And boy, does he have some running room. I mean, he's got lots of running room. He's got one man to beat over here. It's Robertson. Can Brian get him? No. Or did he knock him out of there? Yeah, I guess he did. He knocks him out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Robertson, the only man that could have caught Jeremy Rubble. And it will be a big gainer all the way down to the 5, where it'll be 1st and 10, or 1st and goal rather, for Millersburg.
1st and goal
from the UDA 5. Okay, here's the QB setting it up on a 1st and goal from the 5. Handoff is to Ryland. Ryland is going to be tackled and thrown back after maybe a yard gain, not much more than that on that play. So it'll be 2nd down and goal from about the 4. Number 32, Jeff Jury, in there to replace Dion Breyer at the moment. But Breyer down here is getting ready to come back in, and here he comes. So Jury will come out. Breyer back into the ball game for the Indians. And it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Goal from the 4. Again, Breyer in there at the running back position. Ryland at the fullback spot. Breyer's got the football, and he's got the touchdown. From about 4 yards out, Dion Breyer slips through there. And that makes it a 19-0 ball game, and extra point try coming up. Timeouts called by the Indians. They'll call time right now. Well, it looks like the Millersburg Indians have elected this time to go for 2, as Rummel will hand this one off to Ryland, and Ryland I don't think is going to make this one. He did not. All right, so it's a 19-0 ball game, and the Indians will once again be kicking off here to our Trojans, and we'll be right back. 54 was the time of the Millersburg's 3rd touchdown here in the that's remaining here in the 2nd quarter, and the Indians now are kind of making a romp out of this one here, unless the Trojans can really dig in on both the offense and the defense, and let's see what happens. Nick Daly kicking this one off. He's going to kick it over here and be picked up at the 25-yard line. This is Rutledge, and Sean going to be grabbed at the 30-yard line, a 5-yard run back for the Trojans, as Sean is nailed at the 32. They'll place it. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans on their own 32-yard line. Come on, boys. Enough's enough. Let's go.
First and 10 Upper Dauphin. Ball on their own 33-yard line.
1st and 10. This time they'll go from a shotgun. Back to pass goes Buffington. A flag is thrown on the play, and Buffington is thrown down at the 18-yard line. But there is a flag laying down here, probably where holding may
Jeff Jury, as he sacked Buffington
be called. Let's see what they're going to call it.
There's a flag in the play.
Motion is the preliminary signal. Illegal motion against the Trojans is declined. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll take the loss on the play, which is about 21 or 22 yards back to the 20-yard line. And so it'll be 2nd down and about 22. 2nd and 22. That time the Millersburg Indians really did put a big rush on him. And here's another shotgun pass. Fires one over this way. It is complete, and tripping down as soon as he makes the catch over there is Nathan Shadle. Perhaps no gain, or maybe See where they put this one. Actually, a loss on the completion of about 2. It'll be third down in about 21 or 2, and the UDA Trojans will call time. Okay, the Trojan timeout is over now. Dion Breyer was shaken up on the last play. He's out of the ball game again, sitting here with no shoulder pads on the sideline. So that's a tough break for Dion, who has really been so instrumental in the Indians' march so far tonight. So here's a ball picked up in there by the QB. Pitches one over and aside for Shadle, who's got a couple of yards out of that. Let's see. Picked up 2 or 3 on the play, I think it was. Actually, it was 1. It'll be 4th down and 22. 4th and 22. Shadle will be asked to kick this one out of there from about his own 12-yard line, something like that. Here's the snap. Here's the kick. It's a nice high kick, not too deep, but high. Taken out here at the 42 by number 10. He'll spin down the right side over there and stays on his feet and gets out of bounds finally at about the 27 or 28-yard line. Excellent field position again for those Millersburg Indians. That's number 10, Justin Snyder. And let's see where they spot it, where he actually went out. Looks like he went out at about the 27-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10, Millersburg on the UDA 27. Number 32 for the Indians is that Jury, I believe. We'll find out here. Ryland, the other running back in there. It's going to be Ryland taking this one all the way down the middle to the 15-yard line. That'll be a 1st down for the Millersburg Indians. Todd Ryland picking up about 12 or so in the play. 1st and 10, Millersburg. 7:16 remaining here in the first half.
Picked up a 1st down for the Indians.
Okay, Millersburg with a 1st and 10 on the UD 15. Ryland again. This time he's on his feet down to about the 9-yard line. Picking up about 6 or so in the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Picked up 5. It'll be 2nd and 5. The ball is at the 9-yard line of the UDA Trojans. 2nd and 5.
Ball number Dauphin's 10-yard line.
All right. Here we go on a 2nd down. This is going to be Jury, I think it is, and he'll spin ahead here down to the maybe the 3-yard line, something like that, or 2, where it'll be 1st and goal for Millersburg from about the 2. Jeff Jury running the ball that time.
Jeff Jury carries over the right side for Millersburg.
1st and goal from what looks from here to be about the 3-yard line.
Hit made in there by number 21, Jim Fink.
Okay, here we go on a 1st and goal from the 2. This is Ryland, and Ryland is down to about the 1. No indication that he got in there. Stopped by the middle of that UD line. Getting up last off the bottom of the pile is that Jonathan Bauer. A couple of other Jonathan's bigger friends in there now, and that goal line stand. And Jonathan got off the pile last. No gain on that one. It'll be 2nd down and about 2.
2nd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Handoff is to Jury, and did Jury get in? He did. Jeff Jury from 2 yards out. Gets the 6 points for Millersburg. And it's now 25-0. And the extra point try will be coming up. Okay, now the extra point try attempted here by those Millersburg Indians. Rummel is going to look to throw one. Passes one over the middle, incomplete. A little bit of interference will be called on Nick Huffman, as Nick sort of put the grab on somebody coming through there, and that'll give Millersburg yet another try. Interference is the call, and they'll do it again. Okay, now they'll get it to try it here from the 1.5-yard line now on the penalty. And this time it's going to be Jeff Jury again, and Jeff Jury goes in for the extra points. He'll pick up 2. And it's now 27-0 with 27-0 with half of the second period to go here, and 5:07 remaining. Again, the Indians will give the Trojans an opportunity to see if we can generate anything on the offense, and we'll give it a whack here in just a sec. Nick Daly is out there to kick off here for Millersburg, and here comes Mr. Nick's kick. It is going to come over this way, and that might get out of bounds. No, it won't. It'll be picked up here at the 20-yard line, and ahead with it now comes that Ian Whitmer. Ian drives it out to the 35-yard line. Pretty nice run back that time by Ian, about 11 yards or so after he was initially hit down there. And it'll be 1st and 10 now. They're going to place the ball at the 36-yard line of UDA. 1st and 10 Trojans. Exactly 5 minutes left here now till half.
On their own 35-yard line.
Jim Buffington in there at the QB. Trojans tonight just seem to not be able to get much generated. Here's a pass over on the far side. It is going to be incomplete. They ruled that the catch was not made by Brian Robertson. It's a little bit short. And we'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
For number 80. Robertson, incomplete.
Okay, on a 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Buffington will pass it again. He has good protection. Fires one down the field this way. This one is going to be intercepted here by Jeremy Rummel. He'll pick it off at the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Millersburg.
Jeremy Rummel.
Okay, now we go to work here with Millersburg with the football. Rummel going back to pass. Fires one down the left side. Mahan is out here. He's got the football. He's got the touchdown. All right, 60-yard, or actually, if you want to be technical, 59-yard touchdown for Millersburg. And extra point try coming up.
Beautifully thrown ball by number.
Okay, the extra point try coming up now. Millersburg again will try for 2. And again, it'll be Jeff. No, it's going to be the QB keeping it. Did he get in? No, he did not. So once again here in the first half, Millersburg will kick off to the Trojans. 32 left here in the second quarter. It's 33-0 Millersburg. Okay, that Daly will be out there trying to kick this one off again, and here he comes. It's going to come over this way and be picked up at the 20-yard line. This is Whitmer. Whitmer's going to try to go up the middle with it and gets it all the way out here to the 38 or 39-yard line. About an 18-yard run back that time for that Ian Whitmer. Not a bad run back for Ian.
Daly's kick returned by number 44.
They're going to put it at the 39, so about a 19-yard run back. And it'll be put in play 1st and 10. Looks to me as though maybe it's going to be Bingaman out there, and the Trojans look like they're about 4 or 5 men short here now as they get ready to set it up, and I don't see anybody coming on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got about 7 or 8 guys out there, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, about 8. A couple guys short. And Buffington, or Bingaman rather, says, hey, if we're going to play these guys, let's get a couple more men on the field. And the coach,Kozier's going to say, come on, let's put a couple more guys out here. And here they come. Miller and Wegner joining the huddle out here. We'll be back after the UD timeout. Okay, here we go on a 1st and 10 now. It'll be Buffington handing this one, or Bingaman handing this one off to Rutledge, and Rutledge stopped in the backfield for a loss of maybe 1 on the play. 52 coming up there making the stop for the Millersburg Indians. 2nd down. They're going to give him no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and a long 10. Wegner's the flanker on the near side of the field now for UD, as Kyle Buffington at the QB spot. He'll hand this one off, and going up the middle with it is Shadle. Got to the line of scrimmage, and then he stood up pretty quickly out there. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Loss of maybe a yard on the play. Let's make it 3rd and 11. Rutledge and Shadle in the backfield along with Whitmer. Here's a 3rd and 12 play. Back to pass goes Bingaman. He's looking down the side over here. It is going to be complete. It's going to be enough for a couple of yards, and that's to that Ian Whitmer. But gaining on the play about 5 yards, it'll bring up a 4th down and about, let's see, about
pass complete to number 44, Whitmer.
5. And again, Shadle will be called upon to punt this one away.
4th and 5.
4th down 5. Good snap. Pretty big rush, blocked again. And let's see, somebody might be able to fall on this. Back here they do. Millersburg has it at the 17 or 18 yard line, where the Indians will put it in play 1st and 10. Whatever can happen does to our Trojans this year somehow or another. And the ball is going to be spotted at the 18, 1st and 10, Millersburg. All right, well, here's that Jeremy Rummel again going to work on the 18-yard line of UD. Handoff and going over the left side over here is Jury. Jury, let's see, inside the 5. It'll be 1st and goal for the Indians. Nick Huffman in there making a stop along with Whitmer and Wegner and so forth. 1st and goal, Millersburg. Millersburg's looking to get their 40th point on the board here in the first half. If they can score one here, it's 33-0 with 2:02 remaining. Ball is at the 4. This is going to be Ryland. Ryland drives it to maybe the 3-yard line. Not much on that one, as he stood up pretty good in there by Huffman and Mosser. And let's see who gets up off the play on the bottom. Oh, that's Ryland. All right. Anyway, it'll be 2nd down and 2. Ball's placed at the 2-yard line. Kinch in there making the stop also, they say. So 2nd and 2. Ryland and Jury in the backfield. And this time it's going to be Jeremy Rummel keeping the ball and going in from 2 yards out to make it a 39-0 ball game, and the extra point try will be coming up. Well, now it's going to be Rummel trying to kick this one in. Snaps down, placements up. The kick is good.
Point after
it is a good extra point try out here by these young fellas. And we'll be back with our kickoff in just a moment. It is 40-0 here now with 1:19 remaining in the first half. Here comes the kick. It is going to come over this way again. Taken out here this time by number 81, Miller, and Jason Miller, beg your pardon, gets it to the 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. UDA, now they'll have 1:11 remaining here in the first half. See if we can do anything. Looks as though they're going to put Bingaman is in at the quarterback spot.
38-yard line.
You send everybody out for a pass. No. Nope, handoff coming up. Let's see. Well, this is Rutledge, and Rutledge spins ahead for maybe a yard or so. About a yard and a half, something like that. 2nd down and 8. 43 seconds remaining here in the first half. This time Bingaman's got it with the option. Pitches it back over there. The ball is loose. And it's going to be picked up there by Jury. And this could be the 46th point going on the board here now. And it is. There are no flags. So Jury picks this one up. And again, as I said, anything that can happen will and does. 46-0. And Millersburg will try the extra point here in just a moment. Placement's down. Kick is no good. No good. Too low. Blocked. It is 46-0. That's right, with 26 seconds remaining here in the first half of this ball game. Well, Mr. Daly, number 16, has got it teed up again here, and we've certainly seen enough of him tonight. Anyway, he's going to kick it off again now, and UD, to say they'd be despondent would probably be an understatement. Here's the kick. Coming back this way, it's going to be Whitmer. Picking it up, falling on it, and it's going to be down right there. At the 28-yard line, 1st and 10, UD with just 22 seconds remaining in the first half.
Down by number 44 for Upper Dauphin. Whitmer, ball on Upper Dauphin.
Okay, 1st and 10 now for UD. Pitching it, coming over this way is Shadle. Shadle up the middle with it. Shadle got some running room, and a nice run that time by Nathan Shadle. All the way out to the 43 43 or 44-yard line. Timeout called as they have an injured player here on the field for Millersburg. And that's a first down, one of the best plays of the night for UDA. And the Trojans will have 12 seconds to put another play in here before the first half ends. But we do have number 42 of Millersburg down on the play. Well, now we're back in play. And it's going to be handed off over here to, let's see, who? Hold the phone here now. Shadle cannot do much with that one as the ball was dropped on the snap, and that ended a brutal first half. I think that would be called a forgettable first half for the Trojans as time. It is Millersburg 46, the Trojans 0. Well, as you can see, the co-captains once again are meeting out in the middle of the field here, and it's going to be the Trojans, I think, will receive the second half opening kickoff, and we'll be seeing if the Trojans can generate any offense here in the second half. It's naturally been all Millersburg so far. Breyer, who had sat out most of the second quarter, is not only back, but back in uniform. Now, whether they'll use him in a 46-0 football game, I'm not sure. But at any rate, we'll find out here in just a moment. We are ready to go, and UD will indeed receive the kick. Well, Nick Daly of Millersburg has her teed up again here now as we get set to go with the second half kickoff. And here it comes. Coming down here, taken at the 25-yard line by number 44, Ian Whitmer. Ian tries the left side over there and drives it out to the 40-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, UDA, on the 40-yard line. Looks as though Buffington will begin the quarterback at quarterback here for the Trojans here in the second half. Jim Buffington had started the football game, but he had really no luck on the offensive side, so Coach Ayers is going to give Binghamton here a little bit of a try and see what Kyle can do with it. 1st and 10. Handoff is to Rutledge, and Sean has about 1 yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball is at the 41-yard line of UDA now on 2nd down
2nd and 8,
and a long 8. Binghamton this time will hand it off to number 34, I guess it is, or is it Whitmer? I'm not sure. At any rate, he's caught in the backfield. That was Ian Whitmer that time, and Ian that time could not get loose out there as the Indians converge upon him back around the 37-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 13. On a 3rd down 13 now from the 38-yard line. Back to pass goes Binghamton. He's getting a rush. He got away from the first would-be rushers, and now he's going to be tackled at the 40-yard line, which was the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about 2 on the play. It was obviously a pass play, but Kyle could not find anyone open out there, and so he had to try to run that one, and he got about 3 yards on it, and it'll bring up a 4th and 10. And once again, it will be Nathan Shadle back to pass. Nathan will step up to around his 30-yard line. He had a couple blocked tonight, so let's stay in here a little closer maybe. And that time he gets this one off pretty nicely, actually. Picked up at the 30-yard line. This is at number 10 all the way to the midfield where he's going to be bounced out of bounds down there as he collides right there with that number 76 or 78, and that's Troy Culva making the stop out there for UD.
Number 10, Justin Snyder.
He brought it to the 50-yard line, and it will be 1st and 10. Actually, they'll put it at the 49-yard line. So at the 49-yard line of Millersburg, the Indians will go on offense for the first time here in the second half.
49-yard line.
In the backfield is Jury and Ryland for Millersburg. And it's going to be Jury, and he is going to get to the line of scrimmage and not much more as the Trojans really converging on him that time. Mosser out there along with Kinch and Rutledge. doing a good job on that one. No gain on the play, or maybe a half a yard. It'll be second down and a very long 9. Second down and 9 now for those Millersburg Indians. This time the handoff's got, oh, there's a face mask, and that'll cost you a little bit. I don't know if those certainly wasn't intentional that time, I wouldn't believe. Jury, though, will have his run here.
Takes it into upper Dauphin territory.
Put an additional 15 on this one.
There's a flag on the play.
And it'll be first and 10 for Millersburg. The ball will be back at about the 35-yard line, or maybe the 33. First and 10 Millersburg. Ball's marched at the 33, and this time it's going to be Ryland going nowhere. Grabbing him in there is Culva and a big number 77, Dundee Wrestler coming up there to make the stop. Helping out in there also Sean Rutledge.
Made in there by Wrestler.
And Wrestler wrestled him to the ground. Loss of 1 on the play. It'll be second down and 11. Gee, that first time tonight, I think that Millersburg has lost any ground. And it was big Dundee Wrestler that created that one. Here's a handoff to Ryland, and he's got a yard or two, not too much on that one. Culva on the top of that pile, and on the bottom of that pile, Ryan Kinch. Good to see Ryan back in there for UD. Also in on the stop is that number 56 for UD. Donald Bell in there also on that number 56 for UDA. Gain of about almost 4 on the play to bring up a third down and 7. Ball now right at the 30-yard line. QB pitches this one out over here for Jury, and Jury will take it down to the 22-yard line, where he's tackled in there on a nice low tackle by that James Finch. It'll be first and 10 for the Indians.
Stop made in there by number 21.
Ball will be spotted at about the 21-yard line.
First down for Millersburg.
Jim Fink coming up with the stop. I said Finch. Jim Fink anyway. First and 10 Indians. Okay, the Indians with a first and 10 at the 21-yard line of Upper Dauphin. Rummel pitches it. Over there goes that Jury around the right side, and a flag is thrown in there. But he'll scramble all the way down to about the 12 or something. But there is a flag, and clipping is going to be called against Millersburg. This one is coming back. Been a pretty much penalty-free ball game tonight. But the Indians will be accused of this one, and that one's going to nullify a pretty nice run by that Jeff Jury and bring them Indians back to around the 32-yard line or something like that. All right, 33. First and 21 from the 33 now, as the clip is called against those Millersburg Indians. Here comes the quarterback, pitching it back here for Jury, trying to find some running room. Up here he goes down to the 21-yard line. Gain of about 12 on the play to bring up second down and about 10.
Another fine run by Jeff Jury around the left side. Stop made in there by Jason.
Timeout called by the official. We have an official time here. A man shaken up in the play. Looks like Troy Culva might have picked up an injury that was detected by the officials, and so they send him out of there, and now we're set to go. Rummel on a second and 9 hands this one off to that Ryland, and Ryland picking his way down there to about the 6-yard line, where it'll be enough for another first down. It'll be first and goal, as he is stopped in there by Ian Whitmer, I believe it was. And
by number 44, Whitmer.
Ball's going to be spotted at the 6-yard line, where it'll be first and goal from the 6.
5-yard line.
From the 6 goes this QB. He'll hand it off to Ryland. Ryland, let's see, bumping off several tacklers, and he got down there for a touchdown.
Wow,
Play goes in from 6 yards out, finally stopped in there by Bell, but as you can see here, he had a good path up there and took it all the way in. And let's see, he may be shaken up, or no, is he? Official time here. for Ryland. I think he might have been shaken up in that play. And we'll be back with the extra point try here in a moment. Ryland's going to be okay. His coach is helping to check him out here now, but probably just about pulled a Charlie horse or something on that one. But this kid's had a good ball game, and the extra point try will be coming up. But I think Millersburg needs a man, and here he comes. It's going to be the QB checking in here. Or no, that's not the QB. That's our kicker, Daly. Okay, see if they can block this kick. Nope, they're going to fake it. Here comes 10 around the left side, and he'll go in there for 2. All right. Kickoff coming up in a moment. There's now 54-0 with 4:42 remaining here in the third quarter. Did they really want to go for 2 that time? With a 54-0 score. Okay. We'll be back with the kickoff in a moment. Okay, Nick Daly tees her up again here for the umpteenth time, and here comes his kick. It is going to be over on the left side, and let's see, Rutledge will try to catch it, but it goes off, Sean, and out of bounds. And the UDA will put it in play right there, which looks like about the 25 or 26 yard line, something like that. I think around the 25. 1st and 10, UDA. 1st and 10 now as Kyle Bingaman at the QB spot, sets him up. Motion coming over this way is Shadle. Back to pass he goes. Fires one over here complete to Nathan Shadle. He cuts it back inside and gains about 3 or 4 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and about 7, and we have a timeout again as a young fella here pulled a Charlie horse this time, I believe, or a hamstring. He reaches back here where that hamstring generally is the problem, and timeout called for the Indian injury. Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down 7. 4:15 left here in the third period as UD will go on a 2nd and 7. Pass complete. Over there is a Miller, and Jason's going to be tackled after a gain of maybe 3 more. And it will bring up a 3rd down and about 4.
Initial hit made in there by number 10, Justin Snyder. Picks up.
All right, now we're looking at a 3rd down and 4. Bingaman looking to pass. Over the middle it goes. It is complete this time, and by gosh, that's a 1st down as it is caught out there by number 44, Ian Whitmer. And that'll get your Trojans a 1st down. 1st and 10, UDA.
44, Whitmer.
Ball spotted at the 45-yard line of Upper Dauphin.
Jason Snyder.
Come on now, we can't get shut out here, boys. Let's go and get one here.
Ball on their own 45-yard line.
2:56 left in the third. Again, Shade will come in motion over this way. Again, the pass is over there in the flat to Miller. And Miller will get down to within 2 yards of the 1st down that time. As Jason grabbed that one. Gained about 8 on the play or so. Might be 9 even. It'll be 2nd down and 2. 2nd and 2. Pickup of 8 on that play. Nice pass that time by that Kyle Bingaman over there to Jason Miller.
About 8 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Fink will flank out on the near side of the field for UD. They go to the double slot formation. Motion over there goes Whitmer. Back to pass he goes. Fires one over here. It is complete to James Fink. Fink racing down the right side, and he'll dive inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. James Fink on a quick hitter over there over the middle to James. And Jim didn't miss that one. Nice pass from Bingaman to Fink. And it's going to be 1st and 10, UD. So UD, about the only thing we can really shoot for now is to avert the shutout. Again, same play. And let's see, this time, whoa, man, what the heck happened to that one? Sean had no where to go with that one. He kind of bounced in there and bounced back awful quickly. Loss of a yard or so on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
carries for Upper Dauphin.
Man, Sean got popped that time. Ball spotted back at the 30-yard line. See if Kyle can fire one here. He's going to look. Fires one out there. Man is out there, and it's incomplete, as it was intended for Ian Whitmer. But Ian couldn't catch that one, and it'll be third down and 12. As you can imagine, the crowd pretty much subdued here now with a 54-0 ball game. 55 seconds left here in the third period. Not too much shouting from either side of the squad here now, or the field here now. Here's Bingaman rather, sandwiched out here as he is cut down, and then we're going to have a flag for exuberation. Kind of unsportsmanlike conduct against the Indians. As somebody celebrated that time, I disagree with those calls, but that's of little or no consequence. Anyway, it'll be 15 yards unsportsmanlike conduct called against the Indians, and that'll take the ball down to the 20-yard line. Or make it the 15-yard line, I guess it will be. A little bit of exuberance on that tackle. Anyway, it's going to be fourth down and 2. Take the ball all the way down to the 20-yard line. And bring up a 4th and 2. So UD gets a big break there with just 46 seconds remaining in the third quarter. And now the clock is set in motion, so we're under 40 seconds remaining here in the third. The Trojans with a chance to pick up a first down and continue this drive if we can.
4th and 3 for Upper Dauphin. Ball on Millersburg's 20-yard line.
Fourth down coming up. And timeout's going to be called by UDA.
Timeout, Upper Dauphin.
21 seconds remaining here in the third, and Trojans call timeout on a 4th and 3. Okay, here we go now on a fourth down play, which is big for UD. 4th and about 3. Oh, hold it. Well, I thought we were going to get, here. Can Kyle make it? Yeah, he can get 3, I think. Oh, yeah, Kyle Bingaman all the way down to the 10, or perhaps inside the 10.
Bingaman carries for Upper Dauphin around the left side. Chased out of bounds by number 10, Justin Snyder.
Nice run that time by that Kyle Bingaman. It will be first and goal for UDA. Let's see, where are we? On the
first and goal for Upper Dauphin. Ball on the 9-yard line.
9-yard line. Okay, first and goal from the 9 for UD. Trojans trying to get one in here tonight to avoid that shutout. Bingaman looking, fires one over here, blocked. Knocked down inside there by one of these guys. I think 88 might have got a hand on that one. That'll be second and goal from the 9.
Bingaman's pass knocked down. And
6 seconds remaining in the third. Matt Chubb knocking it down for Millersburg. Second down, goal to go from the 9-yard line for UD. Up the middle with it for a couple of yards goes Sean Rutledge, I believe it was, and that ended the third quarter. So we have a score at the end of 3. It is 54-0 Millersburg. Well, we're about set to begin the fourth and final period here at Millersburg. The Trojans are looking at a third down and goal from the 6-yard line as the official talks this one over out here with Kyle Bingaman. Not sure what the discussion is about, but anyway, it is a third down and 6. Third and goal from the 6. Here's Bingaman. Can he find somebody to throw it to? Puts it in the end zone. Touchdown. Pass in there to Ian Whitmer is good for 6. So the Trojans avoid the shutout, get themselves on the board here, and we'll be looking for an extra point try coming up. Haven't seen much of Tony the Tiger Motter in there tonight. He was in there earlier, but I see he's back in there now, but haven't noticed Tony much tonight. At any rate, extra point try coming up. Okay, here we go on a extra point try now for Upper Dauphin. Bingaman fading, looking. He's going to run it. Can Kyle get in? But yeah, well, he might, but he won't have the football. All right, Kyle lost the handle on it, and that ends that. So it's a
2-point conversion try, no good.
No good conversion try, and we'll be right back with a Trojan kick. 54-6 with 11:52 remaining here in the ball game. Hey, well, the Trojans have her teed up here, and now Kyle Bingaman is going to kick this one. So let's see what kind of kick he gets here. Nice kick, straight down the middle, taken at the 17-yard line. This is Snyder running it up through and dragging. Well, let's see. He's taking a couple of Trojans for a ride out here with him. Finally, the ball is going to be down, as he is down out here at the 43-yard line. Justin Snyder with a big run back. The official gets 2 balls thrown on him at one time here. Anyway, it's kind of a flaky night tonight, folks, the way this has been going. Anyway, the ball is placed at the 42.5-yard line. 42, I guess they'll call it. 1st and 10, Indians. Dundee Wrestler's back in here. That's good to see. He had a bum leg a little earlier on, I believe. And Justin Mosser back in there, too. These boys live to play another day here next week, wherever we're going. Handoff and going up the middle with it and getting absolutely nothing is, let's see, number 40. Nick Huffman in there on the stop, along with number 55, Kinch, making the stop. It'll be a loss of a yard in the play, 2nd down, E11. 2nd and 11, and Ryan Kinch out here had something wrong with his eye or something. Maybe he got,
another score in the Halifax,
not sure. But anyway, time momentarily called. Okay, number 14 in there now, a quarterback for Millersburg. He'll hand this one off, and oh man, going nowhere as they gang tackle him out there. Is that young Millersburger runner. Kinch getting up off of there, and a man initially hit him out there was that number 78, Troy Culva, making a big booming stop on him. It'll be 3rd down and about 13.
3rd and 14.
3rd and 14, says the announcer. The ball's back at the 39-yard line, so you figure it out. Started at the 42. I call that 3rd and 13. Whatever. He wants to pass, dumps one over the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended out there for that number 42. But nothing doing on that one. We'll bring up a 4th down, and the Trojans are going to get the ball back. With 9:53 left here in the ball game. Okay, young fella back to... Wait a minute, he was going to call time, and the ball gets hiked right by him. Oh, brother, what a play this will be. Watch, you'll throw this one down here. Oh, the receiver got it, but it's not going to be enough for the 1st down. But oh, what a play that was. The young quarterback was going to call time, and the center snapped it right by him. Oh, brother. Justin Snyder was back to kick to punt the ball away, and he's out there signaling to the official, and the ball comes flying right back by him. I hope you saw that one. That was sort of cute. Anyway, it'll be 1st and 10 UD now. They'll take over on the 41 or 42-yard line, and Millersburg's going to call timeout.
Timeout.
Dauphin has the ball now, 1st and 10, and the Trojans, if we can hit quickly here, can make this an even more respectable score. Shadle in motion over on the right side. Back to pass. Looking to set a screen. They have a screen. Over here is Rutledge with it. Sean heading down the left side over here, and Sean's got one man to beat. Oh, he went out of bounds at the 18. He knocked out of there by number 23 of Millersburg, but nice play that time as Sean just about had it all the way. But 1st down UD, and it'll be placed at the 19-yard line, or 18. Andy Long knocking him out of there for Millersburg. Well, let's see if we can get another one here just for the heck of it. Pass right there, standing to catch that ball is James Fink. And James couldn't quite get away from the tackle of number 26 out there, or 86 rather, of Millersburg. But it was complete for several yards, picking up about 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. 2nd down, 5 coming up now. Looping one into the end zone for 6 is UDA, and that is James Fink. He catches it, no flags on the play. Trojans have their 13th point on the board now. And Bingaman just looped that one in there from about the 17 or 18-yard line and made it good for 6. 8:35 left, 54-12 is the score. And the extra point try coming up. Okay, here comes Buffington looking to, or Bingaman rather, I beg your pardon. Kyle racing around the right side. Can he fire it in there? He did. Extra point try is good. Pass play to James Fink. And it is UD getting ready to kick off following their 2nd touchdown of the ball game. 8:35 remaining in the 4th quarter, 54-14. The Trojans on the board again here. Let's go do it again. What the heck? Yeah, that's got everybody excited. Hey, that little fellow looks excited. Darn right. Kyle Bingaman is getting ready to kick this one off, and this looks like a dipsy doodle play here as he's lining up at a 45-degree angle to the ball. So let's see what he's attempting here. It's going to be an onside kick attempt. It is going to be, let's see, recovered by Millersburg at their own 46 or 7-yard line. 1st and 10 Indians. Well, it was a good try, and the kid almost goofed it up, but not quite. 1st and 10 playing almost out in front of us here now. Millersburg will flank a couple of guys, couple wide receivers out here on the near side of the field. Big rush put on and a big stop put on in there. Is coming in to make the hit on him is number 55, Kinch, along with big Dundee wrestler. Ryan, you can see him. He was ready to charge in there, and he did. Ryan checks out of the ball game now. Loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13 now for the Indians. 7:42 left here in the ball game, and the clock is moving downward. Time is getting short. Ball's at the 30, or check that, is at the 44-yard line of Millersburg. Gonna flood this side this time. Pitch back over there for number 40, and he is going to be tackled. As coming in there to make the stop is Troy Culva, along with Dustin Mace, who is in the ball game now for the Trojans.
Around the left side, stopped in there by number 78.
Oh, 78, Troy Culva.
Troy Culva.
All right, Troy Culva and Mace making a stop. A couple more yards lost. It's 3rd and 15 now. 6:56 remaining in the game. And this time it's going to be number 40 up the middle with it. He's going to be grabbed onto his Culva, grabs him grabs him by the jersey and dragged him backwards there a little bit. Troy helping him up now. And it will be 4th down. 4th down at about 12. And UD once again will get the ball back. Well, it's 4th down, 9 punting situation. See if Millersburg can get a high snap off here. Nope. Decent snap. Pass play on the fake. Passing it over this way. Incomplete. UDA will take over. It'll stop the clock. And the Trojans will take over at the 47-yard line of Millersburg. 1st and 10. UDA with 6:01 left here in the ball game. Now the Trojans have scored the last 2 times they've had the football. Now let's see what they do with this one. Shadle in motion. Bingaman back to pass, looking deep down the right side. Man out here. Oh, just overthrew James Fink. Man, he was there. He had his man beat by about 4 yards, and the ball had him beat by about 2 yards.
Incomplete.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10.
Jason Miller is the flanker on the near side of the field. He's the wideout. Back to pass goes Bingaman. He's looking for Miller. Fires one over the middle. It is complete. And let's see. Jason's going to be slung down out here. at about the 23-yard line, where they will stop the clock while they move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10, UDA. The Trojans looking to see if they can't get their 20th points on the board
Bingman to
here.
Miller, complete. Stop made in there by
5:35 left in the
First down,
game.
Upper Dauphin.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Shadle in motion. Bingaman back to pass. He's looking. He's running. He is going to be slung down over there. A strange tackle from the back of the jersey or something. Not sure. Glad Kyle's all right on that one. Jeez. Anyway, he got a yard out of that. It'll be 2nd down and 9. On the 19-yard line, 2nd down and 8 for UD. And let's see if we can get in here. I want to get another one in here before we go home. Bingaman back to pass. Kyle looking, dumps one into the end zone. It is not incomplete. Okay, intended for James Fink, but
pass caught by Fink, but
it'll
caught out of
be
bounds.
2nd or 3rd and 8.
3rd and 7.
27 left here in the ball game. Bingaman back to toss one again. Sets up a short one here and in and out of the hands of Sean Rutledge. 4th down coming up. Well, it's do or die now for UD if we want to keep this drive alive on a 4th down play coming up here. Here comes Bingaman rolling right, getting a chase. Now he's looking for somebody to throw one to. Still running around to here, gets a good block, fires one down this way. It is going to be tipped out of there at the last second by number 84 of Millersburg. A pass intended for Jason Miller.
Pass, broken up in there
but
by
a good
Matt
play
Scheidler.
by Matt Scheidler, who come up and made that defensive play right at the last second and gives the ball back to the Indians now at their own 19-yard line with 4:06 left here in the ball game. Timeout called by the Millersburg Indians, and we'll be right back. Here we go with Millersburg's 1st and 10. And a handoff to number 40, and he'll drag it up for a couple of yards out here before he's met by several Trojans in there. Getting off the bottom of that pile, number 65 for UDA, and I don't have my clipboard with me here now, and I should know that young fella. Oh, Justin Whitmer, okay. Good, the announcer has his clipboard with him. Anyway, let's see what goes here now. On a 2nd and 7, picked up 3 on that last play. QB has it. He's going to pitch it back over here for that 21, but 20 or whatever his number was, but he wishes he wouldn't have had it. As coming up to make the stop on him is that Matt Bauer.
Andy Long carries for Millersburg.
Andy Long was the runner, but Matt Bauer making a good stop in there. Got a good young squad right here on the football field. Of course, the team is pretty young, our Trojan team. And good squad of junior varsity out there now with time running down here in the ball game. 2:57 remaining in the game. Let's see, up the middle, he's trying to go with it, but he's going to be gang tackled as number 44, Ian Whitmer, will stop him in there along with several other Trojans.
Again for Millersburg.
And UD will now get the ball back with 2.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. It is 4th down and 9.
4th and 10.
4th down 9. Let's see what happens here. Gonna fake it? Nope, you're gonna kick it. Kicks it out here, right up here at the 49-yard line is Shadle with it. At the 45, at the 40, the 35, the 30, the 20-something or other. And we have a flag on the play where clipping generally occurs.
Kick for Upper Dauphin.
Clip would be against UD, and that's exactly what it is. And so they'll take this one back. Flag is thrown at the 43-yard line, which should take it back around the 38. of UD. Was actually placed back at the 43-yard line of UDA, where it is now 1st and 10 with 2 minutes and 1 second remaining in the ball game. Kyle, the BB man, Bingaman in there. Kyle will pitch it over here for Shadle on a run around or an end around or whatever they call it here. This is who? Fink? Yeah, James Fink in here drawing a crowd after a gain of about 2 on that razzle-dazzle play. Not too much on that one. Picked up 2. He's 2nd down and 8.
Fink carried for Upper Dauphin.
They gave him 3 on that last play, so he'll be 2nd and 7. Shadle in motion over in the right side. Bingaman back to pass. Kyle looking. Still has time. Fires one down the right side. Man is out here. It is going to be incomplete. As unable to make the catch that time is Ian Whitmer, I believe it is. Yep, Ian unable to bring that one in. And we'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
Whitmer, incomplete.
3rd and 7 looking at the Trojans now. Back to pass goes Kyle Bingaman. Plenty of time. Well, now it's starting to break down back there, but you can only run around for so long. Wait a minute. He's still looking. Now he'll fire one down the field. It is complete, I believe. It is complete to Ian Whitmer. So Ian takes that one in down at the 29-yard line. And it will be 1st and 10 with 50 seconds remaining here in the ball game. Ian picked that one off and made a nice darn play out of that. So Kyle Bingaman back there running around almost ran the clock out. You know what, Ray? Kyle almost ran the clock out with that one. It's so much time to run around down there. And now we have a 1st and 10 at the Millersburg 29. 6 more would make this look very respectable anyway. Back to pass. Dumps off a screen. It is complete here for Sean Rutledge. And Sean dragging it ahead all the way inside the 20 to the 19-yard line, where time is immediately called to stop the clock by Upper Dauphin. 24 seconds remaining in the ball game. UD stops the clock.
Pass complete to Rutledge.
1st and 10.
Stop made by Ian Posterman.
Or is it a 1st and 10? Well, I'm not sure. Oh, wait a minute. It's going to be close. Official down here really hollering at 16. Keep your mouth shut and get back in the thing. And the official's going to come over and tell them about it too. Giving these guys heck here now on the bench. 16 getting a little mouthy here. And the official's coming over and warning him about that. At any rate, it is 1st down. That's enough. There's still an argument going on here. You heard? Don't push it, young man, said the referee. Don't push it. And he's talking to 16 here, who's got himself a mouth battle going with the official down here, and that's kind of unusual. His coach is trying to talk to him about it, but boy, Jeremy getting just a little upset about something. I don't know why, but the official told him in no uncertain terms. Says don't push it, and that would, of course, be a good idea here with just 24 seconds left in the ball game. Okay, now we've got 24 seconds remaining here. UD has the ball on the 19-yard line. Can we get it in for our last gasp here? We'll see. Back to pass goes Derbingle. He's looking. He's getting a rush. He is getting sacked, and that might have done it. I don't know if, well, we have one more timeout apparently. We will call time with 16 seconds left.
Bingaman dropped in there by number 73.
It'll be
Adam
2nd down and 12. 16 seconds left here in the ball game. I'm going to watch these guys afterwards, because to say there's a little bit of emotion left in this ball game would be an understatement, I think. Romo really getting mad about something out here. Here's Bingaman back to pass for probably the final play of the game for UD. It's intercepted at about the 2. And they'll run it out here to about the
Interception by number
10.
11, Nick Daly.
Daly, the punter, or the kickoff man out here, intercepts that one. And that'll give the ball back to Millersburg to sit on here with just no time remaining. Matter of fact, that's going to do it before the squads get on the field. So the final score here, 54, the Trojans 14. So Millersburg really came to play, and they really took off and took charge here right in the very beginning of the ball game as Breyer started to run in great big gulps, and that's Ryland. And later on then when Dion went out of there, then they had that young Jeff Jury come in there and really get some wide openings there that he could run through. So good job here, good football game for Millersburg, and UD still having to get it together here in the the season this year now as they go 1-4 on the season, and apparently Millersburg will go 2-3. So we congratulate Coach Muskinnis and his Millersburg Indians on a really good outing tonight. They left no doubt as to who was the better ball club here this evening. The Trojans will regroup, and we'll catch you next week at another UDA football game.